Welcome back, everybody. Yes, Arnon is in the house. Looking forward to this live session. Yes, good to be here. Another Wednesday, words of wisdom on a Wednesday with Arnon. So yes, let's get started. I am excited. Okay. Oh, Australia is in the house. Holland is in the house. Okay, very cool. The UK is in the house. Love it. Okay, very cool. Good. Well, first of all, excited to be here. Like I said, welcome to another Words of Wisdom on a Wednesday. Yes, today, like you guys know, every week I try to give you something different or something that I experience with a client or someone that I'm coaching or working with, or maybe sometimes challenges that I face myself or have faced. So, South Africa is in the house. Good. So, something we all love, not called time management. So, what I'd like to share with you guys all today is 3 time management. The actual topic is 3 time management strategies for busy entrepreneurs, for busy people, okay? Primarily business owners, business leaders. Obviously, I'm going to share with you things that are applicable to many people, regardless of your age, your creed, your business, your work, or your lifestyle, okay? So, coming to you live from the Netherlands, let's dive right in. So, in no particular order, I've listed 3 things that I think are very important that I see that helps me and, like I said, a lot of people that I am very blessed to work with and coach. So if we were talking about time management, please understand that actually you can't manage time. What you can do is manage yourself. Okay? So let's start on that basis, in that mindset. Okay? So we can't manage time, but we can manage ourselves, right? We can manage us. Okay? I can manage me. One of the things that really helps me when it comes to time management and GSD, getting shit done, is to, and by the way, I'm going to share with you things that are so simple, but people forget, or people overlook it, or people underestimate the power behind these simple ideas. So the first one is very simple, and that is if you want to be able to manage time, or rather manage yourself, I would highly recommend, very simply, that you make to do whatever you need to focus on, whatever actions you need to take, you write them down. Okay? So write everything down. I used to have a business partner, really good guy. And this is many years ago. This is about more than 10 years ago, right? Really good guy, and we used to do business together. I eventually sold my shares in the company and I moved on, but he stayed in the business. But I remember when we used to do meetings together, really good guy, very smart. We would sit in meetings and we would wrap up the meeting with conclusions, with summaries, and most importantly, next steps or action points, right? What do we need to do next? And obviously, I would sit there with pen and paper or take notes on my laptop or write notes in my cell phone. But I would always be taking notes on what are my action steps, what are my responsibilities, what do I need to do or take care of in the coming day, week, or month, whatever it was. And this gentleman, shareholder, business partner, he would sit there and he would never take notes. And to be fair, 95, 97, 99% of the time, he always got his work done. He always took action and did what he was supposed to do. But for me, the feeling of sitting in a meeting, knowing that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things that need to get done things that need to get executed upon, sitting in a meeting with someone who doesn't take notes, today it irritates me. Why? Because I believe that the mind, with all its great wisdom, we should use it to be strategic, use it to be creative, use it for many things, but not necessarily force it into remembering things that we could simply write down. Like when I go to the grocery shop, when I go to the supermarket, I don't take a scan of my kitchen, right, and note that it needs X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and then just head out to the supermarket. Because I am bound to get to the supermarket and forget something. And then I come home and I'm like, can't believe I forgot this or forgot that. And so what do we used to do? We used to making a shopping list, right? And I find that if you want to manage time, manage yourself, and get more done, focus on the tasks rather than remembering what you needed to get done. I've been in situations when I'm sitting like, I said I had to do something. What did I do? I didn't write it down. And guess what? It slips between the chairs. Now, so the first thing I can share with you guys, if you want to master your time, manage your time, but more importantly, master yourself and how you use time, write stuff down. Write it down. Very simple, but very powerful. That's number one. Number two that I think is going to help you is absolutely defining what is urgent and what is important. And then what everything else is. So what is urgent? What landed on my desk that I have to deal with right now? You're in your office, there's a fire in the building. Guess what? That is not important. That is urgent. Like you got to deal with that right there, right now. Okay. So as an entrepreneur, as a busy person, you've got to make the distinction between what is urgent and what is important. And the way I like to look at it and understanding, first of all, what are my focus points? What are my goals or my game changers that I'm focusing on? And then I break that down into short-term, mid-term, and long-term. Like a lot of people say to me, I want to start a business because I want to make a lot of money. Okay, let's say. And I say, okay, so you've got to understand that building a business can take time. It can take 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36, 48, 60 months to build a great business, a successful business, and hopefully a business that runs without you, right? That's the dream, right? Create a money-making machine that generates a lot of income without you needing to work in it. It's called passive income, right? And by the way, that's what I help my clients do. Create a system that generates tremendous amount of cash flow by adding value to the marketplace while they're on the beach drinking mojitos, right? That's the game plan. And guess what? Sometimes it takes a year, sometimes it takes 2 years, sometimes it takes 5 years. But it's okay because it's a marathon, not a sprint. But to my point is, a lot of people say, I want to start a business, and they think, I'm going to make money from day one. Now, maybe that is the case, maybe it's not the case. But before you start anything, you've got to define for yourself, what problem do you have? Do you have a short-term problem, a mid-term problem, or a long-term problem? And it's the same with when you want to manage your time, manage yourself, right? If you have something that's urgent or important or things that needs to get done in the business, you need to define it. Is this going to solve a short-term cash flow problem? Is this working on my mid-term goals? Or is this working on my long-term vision? Because that will also help you to categorize how important is this task. Because even in the important bracket, there's going to be extremely important, quite important, and not so important. So there's going to be a subcategory in those categories. And it's really important to understand what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on short-term, mid-term, or long-term? I hope I haven't confused anyone. But again, the way I look at business and my life is like when I'm, ooh, Apologies. Um, when I'm looking at solutions to problems, I always try to take a step back first and say to myself, is this short-term, mid-term, long-term? Does this relate to my short-term goals, my mid-term goals, or my long-term vision? Does this relate to my short-term ideas in terms of my game changers, my mid-term game changers, or my long-term game changers? Okay, so I always try that helps me. Okay, it's another great way that I can manage my agenda, manage my time, manage what's important, manage what's urgent, and most importantly, manage myself. Now, the third thing that I think is really important if you are going to, especially if you're a busy entrepreneur, you're going to get the most out of your day. And again, I'm not telling you anything you haven't heard before, but one of the most important things is you got to get comfortable delegating. Yes, the big D, delegation. If you're gonna build a great business, and by the way, one of the reasons why I am passionate about helping entrepreneurs, business owners, people like you build great businesses, a lot of the people I work for, one of their highest values, we all have a hierarchy of values. Yeah, for some people, their highest value is family. For some people, their highest value is health and fitness. For other people, their highest value is money and success. For other people, it's contribution. For other people, everybody has a hierarchy of values. Most of the people that I work with, one of their top two or three highest values in some way or shape or form is they don't want to be governed or controlled by anybody else, and they want freedom. They want to create a sense of freedom, and they want to create some freedom building a business. But here's the thing. You're never gonna, if you are a busy entrepreneur, you're never gonna create freedom and the lifestyle you desire if you can't manage your time, manage yourself, make the distinction between important and urgent, but most importantly, if you don't know or are not comfortable with delegating, okay? And so that's a mindset. That's more than anything. It's a mindset. And that's why it's so important when you are building a business, when you're growing a business, you've got to look at the evolution of how you go from a business operator to being a business owner. Because the way a business operator thinks and the way a business operator operates is very different from the way a business owner thinks and the way a business owner does things. Because here's the key, my friends. A lot of people, they're stuck as business operators. They think they're business owners, but they're actually business operators. But when you're an operator, if you want to really have a life that is going to be full of freedom and choices, you're going to have to insult a business operator to a business owner. That's step one. Step two is going from being a business owner to what I call a wealth creator. A wealth creator is someone who's more of an investor, who has, businesses that are generating cash. And basically from that cash, this person has freedom of choice and can choose where they go, how they go, with who they go, how much they go, and also become wealth creators where they sit back like myself today and they can allocate funds or investments, money to investments so that they can, again, enjoy life. So I hope this helps. That is the truth. We always say you sneeze on the truth. Very classic. I don't think I've ever done that on a live before. So that was, if you saw that, that was a classic. Brilliant. Again, 3 things, my friends, secrets or things that are going to help you if you're a busy entrepreneur. Number 1, very simply, is write things down. Number 2, define what's urgent, what's important. Think in short-term, mid-term, long-term, also about your goals, your cash flow, your businesses, your lifestyle. Think about all those things. I like to think short, mid, long. And the third thing, like I said, is be comfortable with delegating. And by the way, when you do delegate, I just want to add one more caveat. When you do delegate, it allows you to focus on growth It allows you to focus on money-making activities, and it allows you to focus on things that are going to make massive impact. That's why we want to delegate. Not because we want somebody else to do the job. It might be that, like for me, for example, in my companies, in my businesses, I know there are things that I don't like. Like if you give me administration, I am just not, I don't like that space. And so I build my businesses around my superpower, if that makes sense, or my superpowers. And I recommend you do the same. Good. So I hope you guys got some value. I want to wish you all a great day, a great week. I want to wish you all the best, and stay strong, stay in your power, stay passionate. If you guys have any questions, or if there's anything you want to bounce off me, please drop me a DM, or maybe there's a topic or subject you'd like me to talk a little bit about from my experience, from my background, from the network that I have. I'm always open to explore new subjects. And I know I get a lot of DMs, and there's no way that I can obviously incorporate all of them, but I do my best, and my team does do their best as well. So thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you all a great day, and see you guys soon. Cheers.